Hi everyone, my name is Fran Shea, and for our Ethnobotany Fair presentation, I decided to use the food collard greens. For my project, I made a traditional dish of collard greens that has been passed down for many years throughout my family. This project was very fun for me as I was able to look into my lineage and explore what my ancestors made as they were slaves and as they came from Africa. To the left is an example of a structure and differences between different um, types of foods and plants within the same family as collard greens. So for collard greens, the family name is Brassica and the scientific name is Brassica oleracea. I'm not quite how sure to say that. I was struggling to say it. And the plant has been grown for over 2,000 years. Also to the left is a picture that I took while completing this project. As you can see, I had washed the collard green and I was getting ready to cut it and destem it. The origin of collard greens was in Greece. The food then was moved to Africa, and from there, slaves brought it to America in Jamestown, Virginia, in the 1600s. The Civil War had ended, and many people in the South had began joining Africans in the indulgence of collard greens. They found them to be very nutritious and also rich with flavor. They were very easily accessible as many slaves either took plants from their slave masters or they grew them themselves. Some very nutritional benefits to collard greens is they have tons of vitamin K, which promote bone health and prevent damage. As you can see listed, 1 cup of collard green contains 770 micrograms of vitamin K. This is great for maintaining that bone structure and continuing to help your body growth in bone material. It also helps prevent cancerous cells, and it contains high amounts of vitamin C and vitamin A. Um, this also helps with prevention of cancer, such as in the upper digestive tract and breast cancer. It also helps with preventing kidney cancer as well. Vitamin C and vitamin A is also great for the structure of your face. It helps get rid of any oils and dirts within your body and helps prevent clear skin. Um, Moving on to the ingredients I used within making this project, I used 3 bunches of collard greens, 1 ham hock, which is a knuckle between the tibia and fibula of a foot of a pig. I used 1 small white onion, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, which you can all find at your local grocery store. Throughout this process, it's very simple and easy to make as long as you take the steps needed to. For me, I place 1 ham hock in a half a pot of water for a rolling boil of an hour. You cut each side of the leaf from the main stem of the collard green, and you then roll each leaf up and cut the roll at half an inch. You place the cut leaves in lukewarm water in a clean kitchen sink. It's very key to make sure you have a very clean kitchen sink to prevent any foodborne illnesses that may come up within the sink. As you can see, I did that on the right in the image below. You then proceed to wash the leaves in the water at least 5 times, which is using your clean hands and rolling through the water and then letting them dry. I then dice a small white onion. Continuing on, after an hour of boiling the ham hock, you want to place the leaves in the water with the ham hock. After that, you want to continuously check the water in the pot to see if it remains at the half mark, and if not, you want to add more water, as water is a great part of what helps get the texture of the collard greens. After 30 minutes of the leaves boiling, you want to turn the stove heat to medium and add onions, brown sugar, and vegetable oil to the pot. And this is where all the good flavor from uh, that goes towards the greens is going to come in. Brown sugar and onion is a great way to add this, and the vegetable oil helps a lot with the texture. Um, you want to continue to cook the collard greens at a medium heat for another hour or until most of the water has cooked down and the leaf is soft. Now, personally, I've always struggled with eating collard greens that other people cook, but my family, we cook it a very specific way so that the texture isn't too like soggy or too hard. I was very surprised of how good I did at this. They were very delicious. Although next time I will make them again, I will add more brown sugar because I wasn't completed to my expectation. I like my collard greens to be very sweet, and these were not.